Far away.
See you first.
Are you playing it from the server or the hard drive?
Server.
That's why it's so slow.
It's not supposed to be.
Right. Just for future reference, always drag and drop it onto the desktop. Just speeds things up.
Okay, so our concept basically involved a first-person view of two panoramic terrace houses, and then it would kind of we were trying to. What's the word I'm looking for?
We were trying to make it look like we were walking down the street. With,
Yeah, we were trying to replicate an illusion of walking down the street and then having these two panoramic views slide past us, and then out of which would come the different aspects of aspects of Soho we were trying to portray. So theatre, dining, bars, and gaming. And so, yeah, but that multiple complications.
where basically some of our files got corrupted.
Yeah, the
couldn't
sprite
actually
images
use
were corrupted, the audio files were corrupted, therefore didn't quite hear it.
technical problems, basically.
Yeah.
Massive technical. Ton.
Yeah. So unfortunately,
Shit ton.
kind of hindered us, but we still. I mean,
We got as much as we can out of it. Like some of the
By the way,
aspects we
we're
tried to
missing
do
one of our
was
videos.
augmented reality. So we knew that we couldn't have images that pop out the screen. So what I did was, what we did, came up with a solution for this was, if you look carefully at each image, you can see like some of the layers.
page genes. Oh wait, no.
We had like some layers on top of each other, so it looked like the image was popping out. There's certain like, labels and so. Like if we go back here, and if you look at the socket thing, it's over each other. If you don't want to. What we tried to do was make it look like it was as realistic as possible, as like visual as possible, like you were actually walking on the street. But as you can see, it was like kind of sketchy, so we didn't do that much because our files kept corrupted, so we just had to work as fast as possible so we could get this doing. But I think it was like it's okay for me to. I don't think.
We had actually edited the sprite movement as well. So, for example, out of the Las Vegas arcade would have come like little, well, not
Mario
Goombas because
characters.
they're copyrighted.
Yeah.
But we would have had little game characters just pop out and float in the middle of the screen and then move past the camera as you were kind of walking through. And then we had that edited for theatre, dining, and bars as well. But when it came to actually importing and uploading, just all those files were corrupted and we were just left with kind of the emergence of the server.
And one of our teammates apparently is in the hospital.
Yeah, he's been out for a good few days now, so we've got a man down.
So he's not going to come back because I'm going to.
So if you could do the project all over again, what would you do differently?
We would get the idiot as our member in, and we would make him do all the work.
Okay, cool. In his hospital bed.
Yeah. Probably
that's
chain him to his.
I guess we'll
Computer.
try and use maybe other programs as well. For example, so when because I had audio management as one of my roles, and I used a multitude of programs, for example, Premiere, After Effects, Final Cut Pro. I eventually went with After Effects as were your instructions, and it did help. But I thought maybe slicing them and chopping them down would have been easier in Final Cut. Turns out it wasn't, but we went through the process, we tried something that pro, and at least we can kind of add that as our development.
We had many ideas before this. Like first we had like a slideshow where the images just like plainly just went across the screen, just going across. But then afterwards, some of us, I mean, like the other person in our group just started saying, no, we should do this, and we all had different ideas. But once we like combined all the ideas, this is what we came up with.
Yeah. A
So
lot of brainstorming.
how long, to get it perfect, how long do you reckon that would have taken you, realistically?
If we had all the images, if all the computers, like all the programs that weren't corrupted, hated us, we would be done within 1.5 weeks. If we came in every day.
So what have you learned from this experience?
learned that never trust computers. Do not corrupt
Always check the
anything.
sources of where you're getting
Source.
things from.
Make sure you don't use any copyright sort of thing, because we came across so many images that were really good but they were copyright.
Even
Learn-
soundtracks as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
You should go over like a ton of tutorial videos, because that will help you a lot. Because I went over at least 2 hours worth of tutorial videos.
I watched a few tutorial videos as well. In Tyro's absence, I had to kind of do the sprite editing myself, and so he was using keyframes and things like that, and I didn't understand that, so I looked up just one tutorial, and it taught me everything that he did, and I was able to do some of the editing.
Perfect. Does anyone else have any questions that they'd like to ask?
Yeah, why did you use this background for your video?
Basically,
What
we were
we've been
thinking.
trying to do something.
Yeah, we were trying to have a day to night fade, so as a means of portraying the kind of nightlife. So,
The background was at the last moment, because
Yeah.
Tyro had the perfect one, and he didn't come in that day, and we had to just try to make up as fast as possible because it was due on that day. So we
yeah,
picked a cut and paste sort of.
yeah, we had a cut and paste background simply
Yeah.
because he was gonna try and do like a kind of stop motion thing with. So from 4 p.m. he was gonna get the kind of afternoon day, and then slowly take pictures as it went into nighttime. But it was kind of, we were pressed for time and we didn't get that done, and so yeah, that's what we had to.
We had to do this cut and paste.
Okay. If you so if you could do the project all over again, would you do it?
Yeah,
No.
definitely.
Interesting.
Why not?
Just split the night, it's been too long.
No,
for
no,
that.
no.
Will you be using After Effects again in the future?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you like paid me to do this.
Okay, guys. No more questions? Any more?
No, thank you
Okay, great.
guys.
That's brilliant, guys.